Hey everybody, how are you? Good evening, good evening. Happy Thursday. I am sitting here watching WDWPRO, again, that happens to be one of my favorite news sources for news information, anything Disney related. Yesterday, however, was the annual earnings, the shareholders earnings report. And Bob decided to make this little announcement. I know by now you guys have already heard it. It's a sick, insane freaking joke. But he was making that phone call literally from Dubai. So he was over there already, and they were making deals. And and now you guys already know there's going to be another theme park that's over in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai. He was right now live in Dubai yesterday, so I don't know if he's on his way back here by now or whatever. Totally insane. Everybody right now is up in arms. Preferably the little content creators are just starting to, little nitpicks about it. WDWPRO has a great show here. Let's listen together. I'm not going to show you the screen because I don't like to do that, but we can have like a little listening party. I'll watch it and I can actually stop it and we could reflect off on things, But it's a damn joke. It really, it's I'm sitting here. I am literally laughing my ass off because this year is what I predicted a lot of shit to happen to this company. I had no idea that this was going to come out of anything. I mean, I knew that there was talk of another theme park, but I don't listen to that until I actually see it, like where I get half my other news sources, which is the one I'm watching right now. Let's listen.
Ending of a video, we're bringing it your way. We have the fallout, we have the crazies, the zanies, the lefties, who just have left common sense and sanity behind, and now they are online ranting and raving about the Walt Disney Company. You've got to see it to believe it.
The content creators.
But before we do, click the like button, and we'll get started for you.
And it basically goes to anybody that's, I guess even me. Right now I'm sitting here talking to you guys. That's what I'm doing. So, but if there's certain like TikTok videos that are coming out, certain content creators are coming out. So some of them are actually featured here. He will play their videos and then give you his views on it. So here we go.
Starting off with a story, the SJW, I know you haven't heard that recently, but that's what they were called once upon a time. The SJW woke warriors have turned on poor Bob. He's going to need some showers. Vash, you've got a video ready to play to show us what happened with the announcement. Can you bring that up, please, sir?
Yes, absolutely. So to illustrate this, well, you can see some B-roll that they released, with the leaders of morale and maybe some people.
He's with the people of Dubai over there.
Abu Dhabi, some leadership over there. And you can see that Bob Iger and Josh Sciamaro, well, they're
Josh is with him, the minion.
License out their Disney IP, their products.
No, by the way, he's still not CEO.
And Disney announced this in, a post on their Twitter account.
Delicious cold water I'm having.
It's good. It's a very interesting little thing right there. But they did post it, and, well, the internet has been ablaze right here. Not from, people saying, "Oh, this is awesome. This is amazing. The 7th Disney resort."
Nope.
Oh, no.
No.
People have been.
It has not gone well. Let me show this to everybody out there so you can see, folks. Disney has angered every side of the aisle. They've already lost the right. And it's so funny to me to watch some of these people who are unhappy saying, well, Disney is placating MAGA. It's a good day to be. It's like, no, Disney doesn't have any fans on the ride anymore. They drove them away. Now they're driving the left away. Let's talk about it. Disney Parks made this announcement. It says,
okay,
this new
and I just want to stop here for a second because content creators, again, I'm going to know, you're just going to be able to tell which ones that are really full of shit and which ones are kind of like protesting their answers. I don't know if they're kind of going with the flow of not liking what's going on just to say that they don't like what's going on. just so that they can get. It's all for content creations. It's all for content numbers. It really is. And now it's going to be a freaking frenzy. It really will. So these are a few of them that he's mentioning. He's taken to X, aka Twitter. So, but then there were a few from TikTok. Let's listen.
Resort in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi, says Lauren, will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati.
That's from
Combining
Disney
Disney's
Parks.
iconic stories, characters, and attractions with Abu Dhabi's vibrant culture, stunning shorelines, and breathtaking architecture. All right, here's how it went. Here are the responses. Are you ready?
Here we go.
We're just going to read these in order. Just read in order. Ivan says, focus on your American parks anyway. Universal is beating the crap out of you. Stop closing classic, timeless attractions.
Woo!
Abu Dhabi can wait. It sounds like an elite park anyway, not catered to most families. Again, I'm just going to read these in order. Salacious says, let me know if every gift shop at that park will slap a pride rainbow on just about every souvenir too.
There you go.
Booker 9E1 says, good job reading the room, Disney. Rolly eyes emoji. Oh, you go with your emojis, Booker. Mr. FPL says, biggest cash grab ever seen. Danny's Abyss says, should have been built in Texas. Jack Flynn says, a theme park that isn't filled with dudes in dresses and couples of the same persuasion.
Ooh.
I mean, it's like how Walt envisioned it.
Wow.
Johnny Jones says, finally, a Disney park where I can't catch front row. And then you've got the Abu Dhabi crowd coming in.
Right.
Welcome, Disney, to Abu Dhabi. It keeps on going, folks. It keeps on going. And there's a post from @UA Emirates. What is this? @UA Emirates post that says it will be the only woke-free Disney park in the world. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Are the UAE, is the UAE trying to sabotage this? Anyway, folks, it just keeps going and going and going and going. Most of the posts here, I would say, are unpleasant towards Disney. Unpleasant.
And
In fact, you got some video on this. Is that correct?
Yes.
Here comes the videos.
And this was shared not only on X in response to their
TikTok.
actual tweet, but also on other parts of social media, including, well, your favorite, TikTok.
Here we go.
This right here is not a good thing.
Hang on, Bash.
This is not good.
Go back a little bit. Let's get a zoom in on those nails.
Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah, that's some. Let me tell you, the salon was on today.
Oh
Oh
my God.
fabulous. Come on now.
my God.
Fabulous.
This is not good. As an avid Disney fan, huge Disney adult, and former cast member, it's not good. And it is because it is in a country that is known for being anti-human rights. They are very anti-women's rights.
Here comes the
Women
bullshit.
don't have hardly any rights in that country, in that area. They're known for human trafficking. They're known for poverty gaps. And also it is illegal, punishable by death, to be part of the LGBT community. If you're found holding
That's what they're
hands
mostly
with a
afraid of,
person
I
the same
think.
Gender, you could be put to death. So right now is when you need to pay attention to your favorite Disney
This is what's going to egg it on.
If they are okay
You see?
with this, it's time to unfollow them.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me
And
play
those
that
that are
back.
speaking
Let me
out
play that back.
To be part of the LGBT community. If
Listen.
you're found holding the hand of the person of the same gender, you could be put to death. So right now is when you need to pay attention to your favorite Disney creators. If they are okay with this, it's time to unfollow them. And
Now-
those that are speaking out against
That's something right there.
Now that seems to be starting trouble.
That's brutal. Brutal.
Yeah.
Unfollowing them.
Unfollow.
See, here's where everybody's going to take a
those
turn.
kind of partnership with Disney. It is time to follow them and make sure that you are, supporting the ones who support everybody. It's also time to get on to Disney, pages, social media pages, and comment about how ridiculous this is. Now,
Like they
it's
give
not
a shit.
officially paid for by Disney. It is paid for by a different company, but it is going to be run by Disney.
No, it ain't.
Designed by Disney.
I don't think
and
so.
built by Disney.
I don't think
And
so.
Disney is putting their name and their characters and their
I think they just sold the
intellectual
license.
property and everything into it.
I don't think so.
For all
He's
intents and
wrong.
purposes, it is a Disney park attached to the Disney name and
All right,
brand.
we got it, Bash. We got it from this guy.
Wait a minute.
He's a little bit wrong on this. It's not going to be by Disney. It's not going to be run by Disney.
Thank you.
This is literally them just licensing it to a company that's going to build a theme park in
Thank
the
you.
Middle East.
Thank you.
Vash, who else we have here? What else? What do you got?
It's kind of like
We
Shanghai.
have,
Oh, here comes another winner.
they're very unhappy.
Yeah, here comes this shit now.
Coming back.
I'm queer and I got engaged in Disneyland, so I'm pretty disappointed about the Abu Dhabi announcement. I used to have this dream of visiting all the Disney parks, and it was pretty unlikely to begin with. Like, I'm probably not going to be able to visit all of the parks, but now I'm definitely not going to be able to. And that's definitely a little disappointing. Disney is a place where I've gotten a lot of comfort in hard times, and it's just disappointing to see
Adorable.
them choose money over queer rights. Again.
What do you think they've been doing all this time?
Again, because
They're laughing.
apparently Disney stood by when what is it, HB 1550?
Now, the people of the gay community, the pride community, now they're coming out, you know, and they're doing all the speaking. And oh, well, it's not right. You hear the bullshit that's going on? Okay. Then you have this girl, who I know of this girl. I know I had a thing a few years back. She has a social media page, and I think they used to sell items, fanny packs. So I don't think they do that anymore. They're just all about now the TikTok and the information. They give a lot of Disney information out, like trivia things and stuff. Well, I called her out on something a few years ago about the Haunted Mansion, because technically she really was wrong. I called her out on it. I said, no, that's not really true. So, oh, well, I think it is, blah, blah, blah. Well, no, you know what? Not everybody knows what the hell they're talking about either. All right. So they just pointed this one out. All right. Let's listen to this.
It was going through the Florida legislature. That's been an ironic point as well.
Time for ally number 3.
Indeed.
Disney has just announced they are building a new theme park in Abu Dhabi. I'm here live in Disney World, and obviously it's insane news that Disney is going to build another park worldwide. They have 6 right now. They have the 2 in the US, Disneyland Paris, Shanghai Disney, Tokyo Disney, and Hong Kong Disney. And so it makes sense that they're trying to reach a different audience by going in a spot that they don't have a park yet. And I have to say, it has always been on my bucket list to go to all of the worldwide Disney parks. But here's the issue that I have with them choosing Abu Dhabi. So I am gay, as is my brother, obviously as is...
Okay, here we go. That's why they're laughing at us.
She's angry about Abu Dhabi, but she had no problem going to
Shanghai.
or
Right.
Hong Kong, where
Right.
China has essentially, labor that is involuntary, and where Hong Kong, across the parking lot, was literally an encampment for people that didn't want to be encamped. She's okay with all that.
See the bullshit?
But Abu Dhabi was the line.
See the come see, come saw?
Look, I'm enjoying selective outrage. This is my favorite thing. We could roll the roulette wheel all night tonight, and we
Right.
would find people objecting to this for 1,000 different reasons. What I think is even more funny is there's some factual inaccuracies in
Yes.
some of these statements, as you've already pointed
Yeah.
out. But you actually see men dancing together, holding hands in like circles and things like that in Abu Dhabi.
Culture, hold on a second. Are you telling me that you're going to disagree with a woman who has chipmunks on her head?
She's
Yeah,
got
look. If
Chip
I
and
could
Dale
live the
ears.
Disney lifestyle and live in La La Land and fake reality for the rest of my life, yeah, I'm going to disagree with her.
Okay, just checking. She appears to be an authoritative figure in all things.
Yeah, right.
And Chinese.
Not all the time.
This is the most mentally well person we could have found to comment on.
Listen, she's probably lovely. Okay,
Now they give
we're
you her
being
name.
unnecessarily rude. Vash, finish it out.
That wasn't
Here's
rude.
the issue.
She may pull a
I have to say it.
last minute.
Yeah.
It's always been on my bucket list to go to all of the worldwide Disney parks. But
Yeah,
here's
right.
the issue that I have with them choosing Abu Dhabi.
Here it
so
comes.
I am gay, as is my brother, obviously, as is my girlfriend, as is my brother's husband. And
Wait,
in Abu
your
Dhabi,
girlfriend?
it
The
is
whole
illegal to
family?
be a homosexual.
Hold on a second,
You
Vash.
can be imprisoned or even killed.
Hold on a
See?
second. We need to find out which fountains she's drinking from at Walt Disney World and help people not drink from those fountains, because clearly there's something in the water.
Wow.
This woman has hit the jackpot when it comes to herself and her family members.
The whole
There
family?
are
I was going to say
definitely
the whole
amoeba
family?
that are in the water at Disney
So it's
World,
her,
which is why you can't swim in
her
the
brother.
lagoon anymore.
I'm worried that she's going to tell us that her parents are gay next, and I'm going to really wonder about how this came to be.
You see?
In Abu Dhabi, it is illegal to be a homosexual. You can be imprisoned.
That's
or
what
even
they all
killed
give a
for
shit
it.
about
And
now,
while
you
many
see?
times this does not impact tourists, I personally would never go to a country that could be a risk that I could face. Just like I will never travel to Russia, at least until laws change.
But China's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Disney
right?
is all about
This is
inclusion.
something-
They even added a key, meaning it's intertwined with their culture. But to pick a location that so
Oh,
many
she's right. No. Listen, if she ever watches this video, she might not like us. But I'm here to tell you. What is her name? What's her TikTok, Vash? Can you read her?
The Mouselets, I believe. The Mouselets.
Whoa, okay.
No, that's not how
Right
you
there.
pronounce it.
Yeah, don't read that name.
I pronounce it the mouselets. Mouselets. He's saying it a completely different way, and he's taking it wrong. I don't believe it's what they think it is. I think it's just the mouselets. That's all. The way he's saying it, no. Because I follow them as well. But, yeah, they're quite, their information, though, from time to time, these ladies, they are a little bit out of the ordinary as far as that. So, see, it's mostly the Pride community right now that's a little bit upset. And I'm going to say something right now that may upset a lot of people. That has been actually told to me when I was upset about something. If you don't like it, don't go. If you don't like it, don't go. Stay home. Jeez, it felt great to get even, let me tell you. Okay, let's continue.
So, but listen, she made a genuinely correct point right there.
What?
She is right about that last point, Culture. She is.
But I guarantee you that Disney's regretting this key.
I don't think so.
It was always just a vapid virtue signal. She feels betrayed by this. We knew all along it was a cynical ploy. They don't really believe this stuff. They just want more yachts.
They just want money.
This is the irony about all that they're doing right here is that they virtue signal up and to the stratosphere in terms of HB 1557 when that was actually being passed by the Florida legislature right there. They were like, oh, we're going to challenge this in court. We're going to go ahead and up
and it just says now, you see, it doesn't affect you that something is bothering until it actually hits home for you. Because these people were all fine with, Pride merchandise and being recognized and Disneyland having their Pride night. And you notice Disney World don't do that, right? Only Disneyland does. And, they're recognized now, and that's great. Absolutely great. But I've noticed quite a few, like when it affects somebody else, then they go after that person. Well, if you don't like, just what I was telling you, well, if you don't like it, don't go. See, now I could turn around and say this to them, which is what I just did. If you don't like it, then don't go. Stay home. Stay in Disney World. Stay in Disneyland. Stay in America if you don't like that. But see, they don't like it now. So, see, now it's hitting. And I had says this to you a while back ago. Everybody's okay with everything until it hits a nerve. Sure enough, this one hit a nerve. This hit a nerve for many people. You don't like it now, do you? See? It goes around. It goes around. So I'm going to skip some of this right now.
I could definitely see her voting patterns. So I would say, just try to find out what it takes to get, that kind of privilege. And
also the fact that if you think, and I'm going to look right at you, if you think that Disney is going to give a shit about anything that anybody else says right now, look at the disabled. Look at the DAS, the DAS pass. Look at that situation. Everybody was up in arms over it. You notice you don't really hear that much about it anymore, right? See, people either calm down about it, people are putting up about it, or people just decided to go somewhere else because it fell on deaf ears. Again, Disney did not give a shit. I had warned you people on that. Nobody listened to me on that either. Guaranteed, Disney is not going to give a shit about what you say either. They don't care. And that's it. And that's why I can have a smile on my face, because I already know the answer to that. They don't care. They're not going to listen. They're falling on deaf ears. They have parks right now that are falling apart. They're ripping things apart. They're putting things together. Half the things that they put together, they didn't put together right. I mean, come on. And meanwhile, you have a park that's across the way in the same state that is going to do marvelous, that is going to bring revenue to their company. They are going to bring money to their company, and they're going to do it the right damn way. What is Disney doing? Where do you think they're going to get the billions from? What did they say? 60 billion they're going to have within what? The next 10 years? Where do you think they're getting it from? Why do you think that they just released the license to Abu Dhabi? Why? What do you think they're giving it for? Where do you think they're getting the money for? Where do you think they're getting the money from? That's it. Okay? Crooked is as crooked does, folks. And that goes for the Bob Iger building in New York City, which I can puke over. Get out of New York, Bob. We don't want you here either. I know I don't. This is my city.
Young lady out, and those who are like her. I want to help everybody out to understand Disney, okay? When they decided to move the company to the left so that Bob Iger would have a better ability to run in the Democratic primaries, they didn't do that because they really believe in it.
No.
That was a power play.
That's right.
When they made,
as I like to call it, a chess move. It's a chess move. That's exactly, they're playing chess. Checkmate. That's what they're doing. That's a chess move.
Decision they did in Florida.
Let's see what else I can do here.
A lever that they can pull to manipulate power. That's all it is. It's the opportunity to get some cachet from the board via the because they're basically the puppets of these institutional investors. That's it.
Vash, this up. Hold on. Vash, leave this up. Just pause for a minute. I see you've got twitchy fingers over there. This is perfect with Splash Mountain. There are things we are all learning right now. I'm loving explaining this, okay? When they removed Splash Mountain, they didn't do it because they care about anything other than their own pockets. Why did they get rid of Splash Mountain? Because it was the summer of love, and they were afraid that if they didn't do something, Disney Plus was going to get boycotted by some of the groups participating in the summer of love. So they sacrificed Splash Mountain. That was the hunk of flesh they were willing to give in order to make sure that they were seen as an ally and Disney Plus didn't get throttled down.
And they made themselves look good.
They don't care about this stuff. They literally are just totally dedicated to their own bank accounts. That's it. And once you understand the way this works, you won't walk away every day feeling jerked about and trying to find out, why does Disney do what they do? Bob Iger is all about Bob Iger. That's it.
That's it. And what he did to Chapek, they must have paid Chapek off a hell of a lot to keep his mouth shut, because I would have had a movie deal, I would have had a book deal, I would have had this deal, I would have had that. You would probably never be able to shut me up. But they must have shut Bob Chapek up, because if you notice, he hasn't come out and said anything. He's been very quiet. That dude got like a gag order or something on him. He must have got paid a lot of hush money. It's a crime. This company is a crime, people. It is a crime. I'm going to stop this right here, and I'm going to post this video I'm going to pin it to my comments down below here on my channel, and watch it for yourselves. Watch it. You will be amazed. But I'm not surprised. It's just a little weird of the country that they picked. But you know what? It wouldn't be Disney not to pick something weird. I like to see, are all the content creators going to go over there and do a review on the latest ice cream cone? How many of them are going to hop on a plane and go to Abu Dhabi? I guarantee not many. But anyway, I leave you with this. This was something I wanted to sit and have a chat. I wanted to have a little listening party, if you will. This is my listening party, and happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a good day. It is now 9:15 in the evening. I need to shut this TV set, the volume down, because I'm probably driving the guy upstairs crazy with it being so loud. But I wanted to make sure that you guys hear it. All right, so I'm going to pin this video. It's very interesting and from one of my favorite news sources. All right, people, have a good night. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will talk to you soon. Love to all. Have a good night's sleep. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.